Hey everybody, Kyle Goethe here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel. Back with another unboxing for you today. Threw this one together kind of quickly just because I really wanted to open the film that we're talking about today. I plan on watching some of the films from it very quickly, and I just thought let's do this unboxing quick and kind of get this open and going. So don't mind the white shirt, white guy, white shirt, just really bleached out in this image here. But today we are going to talk about another horror box set, the Hammer horror box set. This is the one that was done with Universal. Universal right there. That is an 8-film collection. Previously we talked about the Hammer genre picture set that Mill Creek put out, which was genre films but not a ton of straight horror. There was a lot of like thrillers, action. There was a few horror films, but it was kind of a little like pick and choose of a bunch of stuff that had been done through Columbia Pictures, if I'm correct. This set right here was done through Universal Pictures. Basically, as Hammer Horror was releasing their films abroad, they made several deals with several different studios and production houses to release their films abroad when studios, not all studios handle every film in their home nation and abroad. So like in America, one studio might handle releasing a film in America, and another studio would handle releasing it outside of America, depending on different foreign rights and who wants to pay more money, that kind of stuff. So as Hammer tried to release their films in America, some of the ones they went with Columbia, some with Universal. There's a Warner Brothers set, but Warner Brothers has never done a lot of work with their Hammer releases. Most of them are like little like 4-pack DVDs and what have you. But this is a nice little set right here, a Blu-ray set, Hammer Horror, an 8-film collection. Let's get started. All right, so here is the Hammer Horror 8-film collection, 8 movies in HD. Before we peel anything off here, I want to point out, yes, I did get this at Best Buy. I think it was a Black Friday sale, maybe some years ago. I don't really remember all the details of it, but yes, it is 8 movies in HD, and we're going to cover all 8 of those as we go here. Yeah, it's a nice little package right here. It's really thin, so if you are limited on shelf space, that's kind of a win right here. I really like things that are thinner shelf space because I have too many movies as it is. 8 movies from the House of Hammer Horror. We're going to cover them real quick here. So they're going to be Brides of Dracula, The Curse of the Werewolf, Night Creatures, The Phantom of the Opera, Paranoiac, The Kiss of the Vampire, Nightmare, and The Evil of Frankenstein. So there you have it, folks. Let's open this beast up. Ooh, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. All right, so let's slide this open right here as well. Nice little slip cover. We'll just kind of pass that on by, because the actual film set is pretty much the same thing. I like a good slip cover though. That's nothing wrong here. Let's see how many discs we're looking at here, because that's one thing I'm always curious about. Okay, so pretty natural. Paramount puts 2 films on a disc. Usually they'll do 2 or 3 with their Universal horror monsters, so that doesn't surprise me a whole lot. There's no booklet or information right here, so we're just going to kind of wing it as we go. But yeah, one quick note about Universal Blu-rays. I think it's my least favorite company for Blu-rays. And it's one real issue that they come across is that when you pause a movie on your Universal Blu-ray, I have had several Blu-ray players freeze up when you pause a Universal Blu-ray because it'll actually go to like a screensaver if you wait for more than a couple minutes. So if you run to the bathroom, it screen saves, and then you have trouble getting it back to actually playing again. Sometimes I've actually had to like press stop, then press play, then go back to the menu, then press play from there. And sometimes I'll be able to find where I'm at, or sometimes I have to actually go through scene by scene and find it again. So I really don't like Universal's Blu-rays, although the quality of the movies, quality of the audio and video is fantastic. So, you know, you take what you get with it. All right, so as we see right here, first disc is going to have Brides of Dracula and The Curse of the Werewolf. So, Brides of Dracula, a brave young woman takes refuge in a mysterious... Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to pull the slipcover out so then I can read them as we cover each movie. I don't know if that's sacrilegious or not, but first disc right there is Brides of Dracula and Curse of the Werewolf. A brave young woman takes refuge in a mysterious chateau, but soon finds herself the prey of a treacherous vampire intent on claiming her. That one is not rated. Uh-oh. And it's about 86 minutes. So I believe that's the sequel to the 1958 Dracula that they did. I think was Brides of Dracula next. I could be wrong. I haven't gotten to that one yet. I've seen the original 1958 Dracula, and that's about it. The Curse of the Werewolf follows a maniacal tale of terror with the dark journey of a werewolf played by Oliver Reed. Ooh! As he transforms from an innocent youth to a killer beast at night with uncontrollable urges. I did not know Oliver Reed was in this movie, which runs about 93 minutes. So that's kind of cool. So we flip the script over here. We're going to have disc 2 with Night Creatures and Phantom of the Opera. Night Creatures, a captain and his sailors investigate the rampaging marsh phantoms terrorizing a coastal town, but their search is hindered by a local reverend, Peter Cushing, and a horrifying curse. You're going to see a lot of Peter Cushing if you watch Hammer Horror. He did more than Star Wars, that much is certain. This one's not rated, and again runs about 83 minutes, so nice tight little runtime. The Phantom of the Opera. A London opera house is haunted by tragic events on its opening night, but when its star is kidnapped, a producer tracks down the Phantom, who is intent on seeking his revenge. I've watched a couple variations on Phantom of the Opera. It's never been really something that's jumped out at me. I've seen the Robert Englund starring one. Even the Universal Pictures one I kind of thought was a bit of a drog. The original Universal Monsters one. So I haven't seen much more outside of that, but I'm always willing to give it another try. This one's not rated, and it's 85 minutes, so it's nice and pretty tight, too. Disc 3 has Paranoiac and Kiss of the Vampire. All right, Paranoiac is a psychotic man, played by Oliver Reed, who schemes to drive his sister mad so he can claim her inheritance, but a deadly game of cat and mouse begins when an imposter intervenes. You're always going to get me with Oliver Reed. In fact, I think my wife's got a bit of a crush on classic Oliver Reed. She discovered him during Burnt Offerings and hasn't looked back. So that one's not rated. And it's 80 minutes, so real tight there. The Kiss of the Vampire. A vampire cult kidnaps a woman, Jennifer Daniel, on her honeymoon trip, and it is up to her new husband and a vampire hunter to track her down before it is too late. I don't think Kiss of the Vampire is part of the main Dracula series. It might be just an offshoot of vampire movie. They made a number of vampire movies that weren't related to their Dracula series, so take that with a grain of salt there. I don't know 100%. That is not rated as well, and it is 89 minutes. All right, let's go to that last disc, which is the reason I have the set opening up. Nightmare and the Evil of Frankenstein. The reason I'm opening this set is because I watched The Curse of Frankenstein and The Return of Frankenstein, and now I need to watch the third one, The Evil of Frankenstein. It's not the reason I bought the set, but look, it worked out perfectly for me, because if you're a Hammer fan, it's really troublesome to actually get a hold of all these movies. It's less troublesome now, but it is more costly, because... For example, The Curse of Frankenstein, there was no set that contained it. I just bought it digitally because I found it for cheap. Happened to be a sale. But the Return of Frankenstein was in that Mill Creek set, and The Evil of Frankenstein is in this set. So you really got to kind of got to get your inner collector going if you want to try and find these different movies. All right, the Nightmare. A young student is haunted by recurring dreams of her mother murdering her father, but the nightmare is just beginning as she tries to prove to her loved ones that she is not insane. Not rated, and it's 83 minutes. So that one seems interesting, although it's a number of films that kind of have a similar idea, so who knows. And the biggie, The Evil of Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein, played by Peter Cushing, and his assistant recover their monster from the ice, and a demented hypnotist soon arrives with plans to use the creature as a tool for terror. That one's not rated, and it runs 87 minutes. So it looks like I got a quick little movie ahead of me right there. But that's pretty much the set, breaking it down. There you have it. We get a number of different movies. Oh, there's Oliver Reed right there. Oh my goodness. All closed up there and ready to go. And there you have it. So there you have it, folks. That's the Hammer Horror set, the 8th film collection from Universal Studios. I'm glad I got a chance to open that up. As I spoke to you guys before, I got a lot of films in here I want to kind of dig into. But I felt like I can't betray my viewership and open this film without them and take care of some of the interesting things that are inside there. And hopefully you got a sense as to whether or not it's a film collection that you'll be adding to your shelf. I got a lot more things wrapped up, guys, so we'll probably be opening up some more stuff sooner rather than later. But for right now, there's a couple ways that you can keep up with what's going on here on Goethe Film Reviews. You can subscribe to this channel super quick, one click, and it does a lot for our channel. It does a lot for what we're working on over here is subscriptions, likes, that stuff. Comments really help. Is there a film from the set that you're particularly interested in seeing? Do you have one that you really liked or disliked from the set already? Or do you own this set and do you recommend it as well? Comment below, let me know all that kind of stuff, because it really does help the channel. You have no idea how much it can help. Another way that you can do it is by following the GoFilmReviews.com web blog that I have online, goatfilmreviews.com. You can find that right there as well. Go ahead and click the follow right there and check out some of the stuff we're writing on there currently. October is a big month for 31 Days of Horror, so you'll see a lot of horror reviews coming out there during that time. Other stuff going on, you can follow me on my Facebook page. That's Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can also follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter and Instagram. You can find Almighty Goatman and myself on Letterboxd as well, so don't forget you guys can follow me there as well. You might get some sneak peeks at some of the stuff I'm watching before I get to reviewing it. Other than that, you can also check out Kyle and Nick on Film. We have episodes every Monday and Thursday. That is another YouTube channel. The link is down in the description where you can find that. Don't forget to subscribe there as well and check out the content we're doing. And you can also find KN on Film on Twitter, or you can find Kyle and Nick on Film on Instagram. So there's lots of ways you can stay in the conversation. And one of my favorite things to do is interact with the viewers. So don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in any of those areas. We love to get feedback. We love to also get the conversation going. It's one of the reasons I started Goat Film Reviews. One of the reasons we started Kyle and Nick on Film was to talk with the viewers, talk with the other film fans out there, and get the conversation going a little bit more. That's all the time I've got, folks, but you can find me at all those links below, and a lot of those are down in the description as well. And until next time, we'll open something else very, very soon.